Hello and welcome to Amateur Airsoft and I. Today we'll be doing a video about Uzi you saw in the last video, probably the last video. It's in this box here, and as you can see I've got Jimmy standing beside me.
Because of the introduction now we always stand beside each other because I can't bear to be away from him.
Anyway, it's in here and it comes in this box. It is a KWC mini-uzi and the box has loads of useless information on it. Most of which is probably unreliable, especially the energy rating. Here it says 1.4 joules, when in reality, sources I look at have so many different ones, so many different FPSs, I don't know what the fuck to even think about it. Anyway,
onto the inside.
On the inside of the box here, we have, first of all, is a manual. This manual is the biggest pile of Chinglish you will ever read in your life. If I go to this section over here, this is the bit that's meant to encourage you to read the manual before operating the firearm. Use before reading manuals seriously. But the pictures are very good and they're very helpful.
I don't like pictures because reading's too much different.
I'll throw that down there. The BBs that come with this, Jimmy's already opened the little box. Comes in a very shit looking box. Come in even shitter looking plastic bag.
About 30 in that.
It says there's 100 on the box.
Bullshit on that.
And they actually look like decent quality, but they're probably, it says they're 0.2s, but they're probably 0.12s.
Just wouldn't recommend using them
at all. Especially in this, given that we don't know what the power rating is, because in one source it says 320 FPS, and another would say 360. It's also CO2 powered, so it probably is slightly higher than 320.
I'm going to go closer to 350, just to see it.
Oh, and then secondly we have this plastic bag. This plastic bag contains two things. First of all is this. This is the little cap that goes in the bottom of the magazine where the CO2 capsules go. There's also a thing in there for adjusting the sight. Mainly the front sight. The back sight can be done with a screwdriver. Then we have this, the magazine. My one didn't actually come with a magazine in the box. The box had already been opened beforehand and things to test the gun, and I imagine the magazine must have been broken, so they gave me a spare magazine that came in packaging such as this.
Evil, cunty, dickish packaging that will make you bleed.
Yes. I cut it with a pair of scissors and opened it, and luckily each spare magazine comes with a large Allen key to open the bottom, which is very nice.
Where the CO2 goes in.
The CO2 goes in there.
Standard 12 gram capsules.
Put this in here. And I don't even have to describe it because it says on the bottom, open, close and arrows. So you go this way to open it. CO2 goes in.
Now you use the end up backwards. Once you get this for filling the magazines, it's a standard kind of quick loader for your springs.
And it fits straight onto the top of the magazine.
You stick that in.
Just make sure you hold it still or else it'll fall over.
You pour your BBs in and then you push them on and the rest away with. It's in a disturbingly phallic manner. It
is a micro Uzi, meaning it's shorter than a full length Uzi. A real proper big Uzi would also have a stock that folds out from the bottom here, a longer stock. This is a wire stock that folds onto the side. And the way the stock folds, you can kind of use it like a foregrip, like this. There is also it's not ambidextrous at all. There's the safety and semi-auto. Well, I've just put it straight to full auto. Semi-auto, full auto, back to safe. There is the rear sight that has two positions. You can flick between those, just kind of similar to an M4 sight really. The safety on the gun actually has two features. There's the safety up here obviously, but then there's also this bit on the back of the trigger. Push that in, put it into semi, push that in, and the trigger will move. The magazine release is down here. I'll just put a magazine in quick. And a release at the bottom. The magazine obviously goes into the pistol grip because there's no room for it anywhere else. And being a gas blowback gun, you'll obviously cock it, and then that's it. Pull the trigger, bolt will go forward, but the Uzi, when the magazine is empty, will hold itself back here like that, meaning then when you pull this out, the bolt goes forward the rest of the way. Very useful for not dry firing the gun. In fact, it's impossible to dry fire this gun with gas in. You can dry fire it with no gas in, the bolt will go forward and back, but nothing happens obviously. cockety at the time. There is also supposedly an adjustable hop up. It involves twisting this at the front. But if you twist this enough, that's how you take the barrel out. It says this in the manual, I haven't indeed tested it because there's enough power in here that it will probably stay straight anyway. The gun also is very interesting in the fact it disassembles just like the real Uzi. That involves pulling this here, push it back, lift the top off, pull the bolt out, and then you can also put the body pins out and take the bottom half off too. The body is mostly metal. I have the handguard here and the pistol grip are plastic.
So my impressions on the gun, first of all, very, very solidly built and made. Extremely heavy, feels very good in the hand. Shouldering it is a wire stock, but it still feels pretty good to shoulder. I say I am quite enjoying even just holding this gun. Build quality, it's excellent. The proper safety on the back, I'm a great fan of as well, because this thing, if you don't want to fire up by accident at all, it's firing relatively high, you get hit by this, be fucking sore. So, a fan of that, definitely. Magazines as well, really hefty, really solid. You can throw this around and it will not give a shit. The ground take more damage than the magazine will. Firing this, which you will see in a minute as well, amazingly fun, amazingly satisfying. Overall, great fan of this. I'll probably buy one myself in a month or two because it's just so much fun.
Is that the price?
It's about £120 from Landwehr Airsoft, I believe.
129.
£129 from Landwehr Airsoft plus P&P, which to Ireland is £18.33 ish. Well, that was £18.33.
And also because it's for so you have to get a courier anyway.
Service from there was ridiculously fast when it was delivery. Both this, the G33, and my order of parts since being extremely fast in delivery. My G33 arriving within 48 hours both, and so did my parts.
That arrived within 72 hours because there was a weekend in between the order and the day of delivery.
So again, excellent service, excellent website, excellent gun. And now on the shooting test.
What have you been in this one?
Just for the introduction.
Oh.
It's a brand new video. You're doing introduction. And you're doing the introduction this time because it's.
What do I say?
Do you not want to do the introduction?
I've never done one before, I just usually talk shit.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
Okay.
What do I say? Okay. Put your serious face on.
I don't have one.
I know, because no one takes you seriously.
He's that guy. There's a picture of a dude on it.
I imagine he's a Jew.
Looks like Will Smith.
I imagine he's a Jew because it's got a, like, the box is like a picture of Israel and stuff.
It's a Jewish Will
Because it's a
Smith.
historical weapon. As it opens very slowly.
Yeah, itself.
Polystyrene packaging.